Welcome to Master Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here, and yeah, a little bit of pickle beer up in this piece. I have an extremely soft spot in my heart for pickles. Pickles are one of my favorite foods. I am not like a crazy like pickle connoisseur. I think Clausen pickles are awesome. I'm totally okay with that. I like myself a fancy schmancy pickle, but it's that dill goodness that really gets to me. Now, this says spicy pickle sour beer. So when I think of pickle, don't really think of sour, maybe bread and butter, a little bit more sour. I'm dill purist. But I like this kind of spicy part of it. And the whole pickle beer thing is very, very trendy right now. And a lot of people are doing pickle beers. I dig them. I like them the same way I like smoothie sours and stuff like that. It's kind of a niche-y thing that happens to be in the beer orbit as opposed to just a good beer. But I'm kind of curious. So this actually comes courtesy of Destihl. Well, the marketing department that is doing this beer with Destihl, I should say. They sent this off. It's actually a collaboration with Suckerpunch Pickles with their pickle brine. The story on the side here, it says, a tart citrusy flavor of Destihl goes ale combined with Suckerpunch spicy garlic pickle brine to create a flavorful experience that hits your taste buds with a wallop. Cheers. 5.5%. Just talking about a goza with spicy pickle brine. Not gonna lie to you. Kind of sounds delicious. Let's put it this way. I'm the person that will take a pickle out of the pickle jar and sneak a swig of brine. I like pickles that much. So, yeah. This is kind of right up my alley. Otherwise, it's cool. Oh, man. I'm getting that brine from here. It's kind of got that old-timey kind of vibes going to it, so I dig it. Little old-timey boxer guy holding a little beer, a little pickle. So yeah, not too bad. It's been a while since I've had Destihl beers. They used to send me beers back in the day. It's been a while back when I used to live in PA. And I don't believe we don't get distro of Destihl stuff here in New Jersey. I have to go back to PA to find it, so kind of excited to dive into it. Looks all the part of what you'd expect from a little kind of like kettle soury beer. Has that soft little haze to it, not much of a head to speak of. That's going to dissipate very, very quickly and become non-existent because of the style of beer it is. But it looks the part. I mean, from a distance, kind of looks like just a golden sour ale. Let's get a nose. I mean, obviously the dominant thing here is that big, huge garlic level pickle brine. You're getting that vinegar, you're getting that huge garlic portion of the show, you're getting that dill, obviously. Actually, it comes off very, very kind of leafy dill. I'm a big, again, outside of pickles, I'm a big dill person. I put a ton of dill in my tuna salad, tuna fish, things like that. So I'm always kind of using it. So I get this kind of very like greeny kind of dill out of this. And there's a soft sweetness from them all. I'm not going to lie to you, it is very, very much dominated by the dill portion of the show here, the brine portion of the show, as it should be. It's a pretty aggressive flavor, so to kind of put that in the beer, it's going to be really interesting to see how it kind of plays out in the actual taste itself. Let's just dive in. Cheers, y'all. That is spicy. I know it says spicy in a can. But spicy is not necessarily an aromatic, and that's spicy. You do get the goza portion of the show here. Mostly the salinity. Again, that could be a brine thing here, but when you're thinking about goza, you're more specifically thinking of that tart, sour salinity thing going on here. And you're getting that here. So that's the biggest portion of the show here when it's actually kind of a beer kind of portion of the ballpark. Everything else here is all that pickle brine. It's very much more like, if I'm going to kind of cut it up into percentages, it's kind of drinking to me like 70% pickle brine, 30% beer. But it's it's weird because that spiciness is a big hit up front. Second sip, not nearly as aggressive, so it's not something that builds with each subsequent sip. It almost tempers itself a little bit. But it's still there. And it really is a combination of dill, garlic, and that hot spiciness. A la jalapeno pepper, something a little bit more aggressive than that, but nothing too over the top, crazy spicy. I like it. I do. Do I like it as an end-all be-all kind of, this is my favorite beer in the world? No. I didn't expect that kind of going into it. I was kind of expecting more of just a kind of cool, kind of fun, kind of mixture of a kind of beer and a pickle. And it does that, but it takes that extra step that a lot of the pickle beers don't. Adds that spicy element on top of it, which I think is kind of fun. Again, is this a beer I'm going to session out? No. They sent me 4 cans. I'm not going to sit down and drink 4 of these. This is something to break out for friends. This is a cool tasting experience. Kind of maybe pair with some kind of food in some sort of way. I've actually really wanted to kind of try to figure out some way to use one of these actually for cooking. It might work out. Maybe put this in a sauerkraut, like make sauerkraut, but use this. I think that might be something really cool. But as far as beer goes, it's kind of one of those things where it's not really a beer, but I dig the attempt and I like the fun portion of the show of it. Who's it going to appeal to? Honestly, it really is. You got to really dig on pickles. You got to really dig on spicy. If those things are some of your favorite flavors, and in combination of that, you actually do like kind of kettle sours and things like that, this is probably a really fun beer for you to try. But like I said, it's more kind of beer adjacent than beer itself. But in the end, if you're a big pickle fan like myself, and you like a little bit of spiciness in your life, it's a fun experience. Let's put it that way. Is it one of the better spicy pickle beers I've ever had of late? Obviously, it would be number 1. It's one of the better kettle sours I've had as late. It's fine. It's nothing that I'm going to get up and crazy about, kind of touting on my soapbox about a world changer, but it's fun nonetheless. Leave you with Destihl. Have you had their beers? Have you had a bunch of their beers? Have you been to the brewery? Have you had this beer? I'm really curious. What do you think about pickle beers in general? Like I said, they're becoming a very, very kind of in the moment kind of thing. A lot of people are making them. Have you had them? Do you dig them? What's your favorite kind of pickle? Again, like I said, Clausen. For me, I like experience all pickles. For some reason, Clausen's, this works for me. The punch that they give, the snappiness, which I think is very important. I don't like any pickles that are non-refrigerated. Seems like that is crucial to that kind of fresh crispness of the pickle. What's your favorite pickle? So all that fun stuff. Let's talk about it down there. So there I go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little beer, a little pickle, something spicy right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.